Hello everyone, back to another episode of Fred's Foods. I'm glad you're watching my channel and my recipes. I hope you're enjoying these recipes and sharing them with all your friends. And like I said, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel and spread the word and hit that bell button. Today we're doing a chicken dressing bake. It's very, very good, delicious, especially this time of the year. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna start doing the dressing first. Another name for that is stuffing, but dressing, we're gonna do it outside of a bird. So let's start doing the dressing, preparing that now. So we'll go over here by the stove. All right, I've got some melted butter in here. I already pre-melted it, so it'd be easier for the show and you guys can see. Now I'm gonna add my pre-cut celery and onions. They're already pre-cut. I'm gonna add those right to the melted butter. And we're gonna saute these until they're nice and tender. Yeah. All right, while those are sauteing, we're gonna come over and get our mixture ready for our casserole. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of the pan. And I'm just going to wipe it in with a paper towel so it goes across the sides and everything like that. So it's nicely evenly coated. All right. Now we're going to add our rice. This is uncooked minute rice is what I'm using. It's uncooked rice. So we're going to add that to our pan. Add our chicken broth to the rice. Some people might use water for this. I like to use chicken broth. It gives it that a little extra flavor. So we're going to add our chicken broth. Now we're going to add our cream of mushroom soup. Stir that in real good. Just to get all the lumps out of it so it's nice and consistent, so it's nice and smooth, so it's not all lumpy. That looks good. Then we're going to add our fresh mushrooms in there. I like mushrooms, so I put extra mushrooms in there. I like mushrooms. So we're going to add those in there, stir those around. Add our, you don't have to use broccoli. I use broccoli. You could use cauliflower, any other. I like broccoli. I think it goes good. You don't have to use broccoli in this recipe if you don't like broccoli, but I'm going to add some broccoli florets to this recipe. And it gives a little bit of color too. A little bit of color, so. Okay, now I'm going to add some of our chicken. I use boneless, skinless thighs is what I use for this recipe. I'm also going to throw in a couple of the breasts too, boneless, skinless breasts as well. So set those in there, just set it right on top. Actually, Throw some breasts in here, like so. I'm going to use about 7 of the thighs, just enough to cover and coat your pan so it looks like so, just like that. Let's check out our vegetables and see how they're doing. There we go, those are sauteing up nicely. Yeah, a couple more minutes on that. All right, we'll take some salt and pepper and put on top of the chicken breasts on the chicken. Just enough, just a little bit of cracked pepper across the top. A little bit of salt, not a ton, a little bit of salt, like so. There, it looks good already. Hasn't even got in the oven yet. While we're doing this, we're gonna preheat our oven to 400 degrees. It's gonna cook for probably about an hour. We're gonna check it at like 55 minutes and see what it looks like. But let's go ahead and we'll put this off to the side. And we'll get our dressing ready. Our vegetables should be ready. Let's get them off the stove. See, they're nice and sauteed, tender. So we're going to dump this right over our bread mixture. This is about, I took a loaf and a half of bread and I cut it up like yesterday. So I let it sit overnight so it can get a little bit crunchy or a little bit stale. So it's ready for today. And then we're going to have that in a big bowl. We're going to dump our celery and onion mixture right over top of our chopped up bread. We're going to mix that in a little bit here. Add our chicken broth. An egg. And sprinkle our poultry seasoning over top of the mixture. Stir that up a little bit. Mix that up really good. And the rest of our seasoning here. I want to make sure this is all mixed up really nice and good. Real good. I don't like it too moist because the liquid inside of the casserole, the stuffing will absorb some of that liquid, so I don't want it too wet. Just enough to get everything to stick together. There we go. And that's our dressing mixture. Bring this back over here. Now we're going to take our dressing mixture and we're going to take and form like some mounds. I use my hands, it's easier. Just, you know, a couple mounds and just place it right on top. See how these fold up really nice and they're not super saturated? Just place these around. Just scatter them throughout the whole dish. Now we're ready to put this in our oven. Like I said, we're going to do about 55-60 minutes at 400 degrees. And we'll check it at like 50-55 and see what it looks like. All right, we'll put the lid on. Walk it over to the oven. Set our timer for about 50 minutes and then we'll check on it and then we'll be right back. Okay, how we doing? It's been about 55 minutes or so, something like that. Like I said, every oven's different, so you want to check it and see. I checked ours about 50-55. So we're going to take a look at it and see how it looks. Wow, doesn't that look amazing? Delicious. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of cheddar cheese on the top and throw it back in for a couple minutes with the cover off and let the cheese melt. And let's do that. Okay, we're going to put some cheese on it now and then we're going to put it back in the oven and melt for probably, I don't know, 6-7 minutes, something like that. So let's do that. I got our shredded cheddar. I'm going to sprinkle that over the top of it a little bit like this. And then I'm going to put some sliced cheese in here. Not on every piece. A couple pieces, a couple of the mounds of stuffing. All right, put it back in, let the cheese melt. Oh, it's heavy. All right, we'll give it about 7 minutes and we'll be right back. All right, it's been about 6-7 minutes, something like that. Like I said, every oven's different, so keep an eye out. Our cheese should be melted. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Doesn't that look amazing, folks? Beautiful. It smells really good, too. Smells really good. Let's set it down here. Yes, doesn't that look delicious? The mounds of stuffing in there. So let's see, let's take a little bit here. Our stuffing on our plate. Our chicken. Just look at that. Look how moist that is. Pieces of broccoli. Chicken. And there you have it. Our chicken dressing bake. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Like I said, share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said, and hit that notification button. And I hope you enjoy. Bon appetit. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.